Good day everyone. Let's get into our today's session, that is HTML attributes. They provide the additional information about the elements. Usually come in name value pairs like name is equal to value. So the attributes are written in the form like name is equal to value. Okay. So let's see which is the first element here or attribute here. href is the first attribute, is an attribute of anchor tag, specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. So if we want to move into our next web page from our page, what we want to do? We want just to refer that link of which page we want to move. So it is normally written like this, that is anchor tag href. We refer a link here in order to visit that page. So here I am writing to visit the Wikipedia. So what will I do? I'll write the link for Wikipedia. That's all. Okay. So the next one is src. It's an attribute of image, specifies the path of the image to be displayed. So normally we are doing like we'll be saving some image in our PC, and if you want to add an image into our page, what we'll do? We'll add that image in this format. See, image src is the attribute with the value. What is this? Image book. So I'm going to add a book image into my web page. So what I did, I used to add a image book here. Okay, so sometimes this may not work. So what we want to consider, we want to write the whole path of the image where it is saved in our PC. Okay, so that's only to note here. So the next one is width and height. These are the attributes of the image tag which provide the size information about the image. Okay, so we'll add these things along with this src here, that is image src is equal to book, then width is equal to and height is equal to 600. That implies I want to add an image of width 500 and height 600 of a book into my web page. Okay, so the next one is alt attribute. It's an attribute of image tag which provides an alternate text for an image. Sometimes due to some connection errors or in this src attributes defects, we cannot access, that means our page cannot display the image that we are mentioned here. So at that time, in order to convey that this image couldn't be displayed but it was this, we'll use this alternate tag. So the image is equal to src. This is not the image actually what we are used to in our web page, but here see, this is not a valid image. So what we write, alt is equal to this is a book. So actually there was a image of a book should be displayed, but it couldn't display that image, so that it used this text to display or to get that image idea. Okay, so that is we normally use this because if in case any errors took in our coding, we can easily understand why, because and we can correct these src code or what is the reason behind this. Okay, so the next one is style. Is an attribute used to add the style to an element such as color, font, size, etc. This is how it is written, that is if normally we use everything in paragraph text, so we can easily write the styles and express the styles easily in this paragraph tag. So we used a paragraph tag here, and inside the attribute is style with the value color is red. So we want to display that as this is a paragraph, this is a red paragraph. That means what? Normally we all till this time we used every tags or what all things we written are displayed in the default color and font, but here by using this style we can change the color, font, size, etc. of the text that we want to display in our web page. So the next one is lang. Is an attribute of HTML tag, declares the language of the web page. So if we want to add, or if we want to write or create a web page of another language, so what we want to do is change these area with what language you want to use. Okay, so this is the example how we write here, that is HTML lang is equal to, here I used English language, standard English. Okay, so the next one is title. Title attribute defines some area information about the extra information about the element. So if this is a paragraph tag and I know that this is a HTML session, but just to define something extra about that paragraph, I just mentioned title is equal to about HTML. That doesn't actually need, but for recording time, just to mention, in order to read the whole paragraph, lengthy paragraph, simply if we are doing like this, it will be nice to understand what is in that paragraph. That's all about HTML attributes. Okay, so let's discuss this small portion too, that is HTML quotation and citation elements. So the first one is ABBR, that is abbreviation, defines an abbreviation or an acronym. Simply, if you want to add something in an abbreviated form, we just can use this tag like this. That is, here is a paragraph that the WHO was founded in 1948. In order to mention this WHO is actually the World Health Organization, we can use this attribute ABBR, this quotation element ABBR here. That means abbreviation. Okay, so the next one is block quote. It defines a section that is quoted from another source. So if we want to add a section of paragraph or section of data from some other sources, so we can add this into our web page through these tag. How it's done normally, here I wrote an example from because I want to add a source or a set of things from the WWF, that means our World Wildlife Forestry, from that site. So what I did is just I wrote that here is a code from the WWF's website, and I use this block code and its attribute site is equal to that link, the whole link. And why we write is index HTML here, because everything written in this will be stored in this .html index.html page. So that in order to access that whole thing from this site, we used this block code tag, and we'll write the whole things inside here. What all things we want to copy from there, or what all things we have to add from that site to our page. Okay, so for that we use this block code, and that will be normally displayed in a special section of words. Okay, so the next one is Q. Simply means what? Quotations. Defines a short inline quotation. So if you want to add something in a quotations, inline quotation, so we can use this tag. So I used here as WWF's goal is to. So it's a goal, it's already known. Okay, so we can write that thing, which should be it should be written in a quotating form. So that's why we used this quotation here. Build a future where the people live in harmony with nature. So this is the quote they used, so we must quote them in our page 2, or simply if we want to write something in quotations, so that we can use this Q tag here. There are 3 more things here. Then the next one is address. So if we want to add an address into our website, we can use this address tag, that is, which defines the contact information from the author or the owner of the document. This is how we write this address. Okay, so the next one is BDO, which defines the text direction. That is, BDO is a value having direction. the attribute is direction having RTL is a value here. So the text will be written from left to right. If you want to change the direction of the text, we can use this attribute. So the next one is cite. We already know that in each of our newspapers, under each images, we can see some citations there. Similarly, if we want to add such a information about something in our web page, we can use this tag like cite, which defines the title of a work. If I want to add a site about, a picture of the sea, and I want to mention this is the sea as its citation, and about the other details, I can add that what I want to add as a citation. I can do it with this tag cite. Okay, that will be displayed in a slightly italic font. Okay, so that's all about today's sessions. Thank you.